Check the volume.
Give us a moment, a bit of a technical hitch. We're sorting it out. Just a moment.
That's okay.
As we sort out our technical issue, my sincere apologies. Please allow me to acknowledge who is online today. We have Mary Shege Kamau. She's joining us from Tennessee, USA. We have Dave C. from Virginia near Washington, D.C. Karibu sana. We have Pamela, who's joining us from Michigan. Karibu sana. Let me see. We have Ben from Oklahoma. You're most welcome. Karibu sana. Let me see who else we have on board. We have Nancy from the UK. Karibu sana. We are happy to host you. Let me see who else we have. We have the Optiven team as well. We have Joe Orlando. Thank you so much for putting your contacts as well. If you feel the need to get in touch with Optiven team, their contacts are online as well. We'll also be posting our contacts as well. If you need to be in touch with us, we are looking forward to hearing from you. Terry from Boston, Massachusetts, I see you. Karibu sana. Nelly from Oregon, karibu sana. Let's see. Rehema Kemoli, New York, welcome. Karibu sana. Yeah, so welcome. Sorry, we're having a bit of a technical hitch with our short clip. Maybe you allow us to skip it and then we'll play it after a few minutes once we sort that out, once we resolve it. Okay, let's do this. All right, thank you.
My name is Carol Kioi. I am a nurse. I practice here in the UK for the last now 4 years. I live in an area called Swindon. What I miss most about Kenya is the weather. I miss our food, type of food, ugali, nyama choma, githeri, and all that. I also miss my friends, my families, and my church. NCBA Diaspora Banking has been a friend, not just a bank. It has helped and modeled me to attain my goal, because one of my goals was to try and attain and be able to get an asset when I'm back at home. And my first one on top of my head was a house. So they helped me to go through my mortgage checks when I was still away here, and it was during the difficult time of COVID, but they were able to liaise with my seller company. Every other detail that I required, they were able to do that on my behalf with a lot of consultation with me, and with all the patience, we ended up having a lot of trust, and it was seamless. I'm happy they helped me to attain one of my goals. My wow moment working with NCBA is when I received all my documents for my house mortgage. I started in March and it wasn't very bad when we started with the documents. In 2 weeks' time, COVID came. In UK, it was serious business. Here we were locked down. So I was locked out for like 2-3 months. I couldn't go anywhere because I can't meet with the lawyer. And I just like the patience that even my seller lawyers and the banking lawyers and banking, diaspora banking staff, they were able to wait for me patiently. To me, when I received my documents for that house mortgage, it was a wow moment to see patience and trust, how it worked out well, and finally I was able to get documents, and now I'm on with my house mortgage. what stands to me the most with NCBA is the person-to-person relationship. That I don't feel the being away from home when I deal with my bank. My relationship manager and her team are my best support. Imagine we've never even felt the difference of the time. It's a continuous story which makes us trust each other more, and we are able even to invest better. So NCBA is the best. I would encourage and really recommend any Kenyan living in their diaspora to bank with NCBA. They are trustworthy, they are organized, they are like, they have your story walking with you. I remember sometimes I could forget my different timing zone here in UK, and I would call my relationship manager maybe at 8 p.m. because I would look at the clock and it is like 6 p.m. or 5 p.m. and I'm like, oh, this is good. She's still not asleep. At times it's 9 p.m. and all she needs to say, oh, Carol, do this. This is what you need to do. Go to your account, check on this, and you'll be able. If not, tomorrow I'll be at work. You know, like, it's a story of friendship and trust. So to me, it makes it easy, and I would recommend NCBA Diaspora Banking to anyone who wants to invest back at home. It's easy and seamless. The three words that comes to my mind when I think about NCBA is trust, diligence, and professionalism.
Well, there you have it. That's who NCBA is. We try very hard. It's in our interest to create wow moments for you, our diaspora customers. And so just once again, thank you so much for joining us. Allow me to just acknowledge Kanini from Texas, Dallas, Texas, karibu sana. I see Emmanuel Jimbo La, Washington, karibu sana. So allow me to go straight into our session for today. Today we'll take you through who we are as NCBA, what exactly is NCBA, the solutions and services we offer, and what is in it for you. So I know the one question that we've been getting a lot is who on earth is NCBA? We're happy to talk about it. So NCBA Group officially started operations on Tuesday, 1st October 2019, as a result of a merger between NIC Bank and Commercial Bank of Africa. NCBA is anchored on a 60-year heritage of best-class relationship management coupled with cutting-edge digital banking. We have a fully digitized banking platform known as Loop, as well as an innovative solution, our innovative solutions such as M-Shwari and Fuliza, that are powered by Safaricom. I'm sure you've heard of those before. Those are products, solutions offered, created by NCBA, but we execute them through Safaricom. We also are the bank that banks your ambition. Our purpose is being to be your financial services partner that inspires your growth. We are powered by 4 values, which is driven, open, responsive, and trusted. As you've heard from Caroline, that we are a trusted partner, so we can confirm and tell you that indeed we offer you services that give you an opportunity to experience us as an open, driven, responsive, and trusted financial partner. At NCBA, our customer is at the heart of everything that we do. So we're also happy to let you know that we have a regional footprint, which is in Uganda, Tanzania, Kenya, Rwanda, and Cote d'Ivoire. And in Cote d'Ivoire, we are there on a digital platform. So at NCBA, we have also won several accolades and awards. Our most recent one being top customer obsessed brand in East Africa. We got this from Business Monthly magazine. We're also rated best bank in Kenya by the Global Finance in 2022. We're also rated most preferred asset finance bank in Kenya by the annual Road Safety Awards in 2022. We're also rated the 3rd best in customer experience by Kenya Bankers. And finally, we have the 5th best employer according to LinkedIn. Why then would you be banking with NCBA? First of all, I'd like to let you know we have a reliable relationship management team, part of whom are part of us today. Nelson will be speaking as well as Brenda. We also have Stephen and Sally in the background handling the questions that will come through. So please feel free to text or put in your questions in the chat and we'll be able to answer them. The other reason why you should be with NCBA is we have a 24/7 contact center support. So because we acknowledge and we know there's a time difference issue, we know that you require service from wherever you are at whatever time zone that you're based in. So you can be able to reach us through our contact center and be able to assist you with whatever you require. We also offer investment advisory services. So if you're looking to invest in property, if you're looking to invest in treasury bills and treasury bonds, in shares at the Nairobi Securities Exchange, we're here to support you as well. And most of all, we offer exceptional customer experience. That is what is in our heart, and that's what we look to offer you as our customer. Diaspora banking is based on, has three key focus areas, which are anchored on 3 pillars. The first pillar is Diaspora Bound. The second one is Diaspora Build, which Nelson will speak to. And the third one is Diaspora Borrow, which Brenda will speak to. Today, I will speak on Diaspora Bound. So Diaspora Bound helps you, our customer, to transact from wherever you are. So you basically transact like you never left. So these solutions give you the ability to transfer money from wherever you are to your bank account here in Kenya, or you can be able to do access your account through internet banking or mobile banking and do the transactions by yourself without necessarily having us intervene in your transactions. Our platforms are safe. You're able to access them from wherever you are in a safe way, and your account's actually safe. So with the security features that we have, we confirm and guarantee that your information is safe and sound. We also offer preferential Forex exchange rates. Whenever you need to exchange money from your foreign currency to Kenya shillings, we are happy to do that for you. Even from our very own platform, our mobile banking platform, you're able to actually get a preferential Forex exchange rate when you're doing your transactions. So please allow me to hand it over to Nelson, who will talk to us about Diaspora Build. He'll tell us what that is all about, and shortly after, Brenda will go and speak about Diaspora Borrow. Thank you so much. Over to you, Nelson.
Thank you very much, Rona, for the opportunity to just speak briefly on Diaspora Build. And thank you once again, everyone. My name is Nelson Gishure Irungu. I'm one of the Diaspora Banking Relationship Manager, and I'm excited to take you through this second pillar of the Diaspora Banking called Diaspora Build. We are actually very keen on making sure that you build and protect your investment portfolio back home through the various products that we have come up with innovatively so that you can take advantage of when you are away from home. So welcome. And let's begin with the first one, which is the fixed deposits and core deposits. Now, we all know that we like keeping something back home. And one of the ways that we can do that and make sure that whatever monies we send back home is making something extra from just keeping it in the account is by fixing it. So we have 2 types of accounts here that we're talking about, or product that we're talking about, and that is the fixed deposit. The minimum balance, opening balance would be at 100,000, and the minimum you can invest here in terms of time is for 1 month. Interest is usually payable at the maturity of the chosen period, so you can choose between 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. And usually, if you try to break the account in between, then we have to negotiate on whether you get the full interest or we see how to go about it. But secondly, we usually have what we call the core deposit account. And this is where you are investing some money, expecting that at some point in your life or within the next few months or the next few days, you still want to use it urgently. Then we can put it in what we call a core deposit. So a core deposit also has a minimum opening balance of 100,000. And also the minimum investment period is also 1 month, but you can actually get in and get out. That is why it is called the call. You can access the saved up funds without losing any interest at any given time. You just let us know and we'll be able to facilitate that. That is why it is called the call deposit. So dependent on your goal for saving, you may choose between these 2 options. Of course, with the help of your relationship manager, who must be very competent at NCBA Bank, and they will be able to assist you on which of the 2 options you can use. But I will speak to number 2 on the other thing that we can do for you is facilitate treasury bills and bonds. Now, I do not want to assume that all of us know what treasury bonds and bills are. So I'll briefly just indicate to you or explain briefly what they are. So treasury bonds are secure, medium to long-term investments, medium to long-term investments that offer you a return over a period of time. So what usually this happens is because the bonds are issued by the government of the country, for example, the government of Kenya, through the central bank, and then they are for long-term. So you invest in these bonds and you receive regular incomes over a period of time. Usually, this should be between 1 year and 30 years. Of course, the longer the period of time, the higher the interest rate is likely to be. So, of course, the interest rate also here is determined by the process that the central bank takes the investors through. That is the bidding. And then after that, they can come up with an average of how much they are going to pay the people who have been successful in their bidding. So that is treasury bonds. On the other hand, should you be having some money and you don't want to put it there for a long period of time, but yet you want to receive some money, or rather some income, over a period of time by investing in the government, then we come to the second option, which is the treasury bills. So these are secure short-term investments. So the maturity period is usually not more than 1 year. So you will see that they are issued regularly over time by the government through the CBK, through the Central Bank of Kenya, and they are usually for about 1 year maximum. So it's short term, and that also means that also their returns are a bit less than what the bonds would give you. Now, through our very own NCBA investment banking, we are able to facilitate the bidding and the subsequent settlement of the bills and bonds. So you don't need to go anywhere else. You just need to be here with us, and we facilitate you to buy your bonds and facilitate you to buy your bills. And another good thing that has happened in this space is that recently the CBK launched an online platform where you can actually open your CDS account to participate in this particular market of bills and bonds. So now you do not have to fill in the hard copies and then have to send them over for us to, certify them and then take them physically to CBK. That is not going to happen anymore. So we have something new that is called the CBK DO CSD, and I'll repeat that, CBK DO CSD. This will allow the investors to easily and digitally open the CDS account without having to fill in the manual forms. So it's something that has recently come, and we will be facilitating you in case you need some help in this. Our relationship managers and our team at Diaspora Banking will be able to facilitate you in this. Number 3, I want to speak briefly about other investment options that we have at NCBA. And number 1, I want to talk about the fixed income fund. This guarantees you a return. This is the product of the NCBA first and foremost. So you are sure that you are in a stable bank, you are in a place where your money is going to make you something better. You can actually do business with us. It guarantees you a return on investment that is calculated daily and credited to your account on a monthly basis. And you have the option of reinvesting the interest earned over the previous month. So when you choose to use this as part of your business or you're part of investing back home, you can actually do something we call compounding of your investment, so that everything that you earn, you are able to take it back and earn, and that money that, the interest that you earned last month, it becomes like sort of the principal that is starting the next month, and like that. By the end of the time of which period you have chosen, you will see that you'll have earned something worth talking about. Now, one of the advantages of this is that it is you can easily liquidate the fund. You can either liquidate it partially or fully with a turnaround time of T+1. What do we mean by T+1? T+1 means that you give us instruction today that you want your money back, and tomorrow you get your money back, plus the interest that it has earned as at that particular moment. The other feature that is interesting about this particular investment option is that the fund is tax exempt. That means that you are not taxed because you have invested with NCBA, no. But you also need to take note that the income that is earned is subject to a withholding tax of 15%. Just because it's something that will help us as we go on with the government of the day to make some money here and there. And also, the other feature that is important to note is that the minimum amount to invest at the beginning is 5,000 shillings. So our customers, if you have some 5,000 shillings seated somewhere and you don't know what to do with it, I dare tell you that you can come here and you put that money into use and you get something in return. As a way of disclosure, I will just tell you that this fund, we charge 2% for the management of this fund. Our team work very hard to make sure that there are good returns for you. I want to give you an example. This fund is trading at a whooping 10.75% as of yesterday. And I'm telling you, it's good money when you are seated at home and doing other things. So please, if you have not considered this, please talk to us. Talk to your RM, your relationship manager, and this will be one of the best decisions you ever made. Number two, I want to talk about equity fund. Equity fund is also an investment where the return is earned in form of capital appreciation on the invested fund. So remember the other one, we talked about something different. Now this one, the income is not calculated every day, but it is an appreciation of a period of time, and then you get back your money. So it is a moderate risk to high risk due to exposure of the listed shares, which can change due to market forces. What I mean by this is that when you put your money here, it is invested in high quality shares. But as you all know that market forces can change, so it is bound to change because of that. The beauty of this equity fund is that it is tax exempt, and capital gains are also tax exempt. So you see, you actually get to get money and gain something, and you don't get taxed. It's something to also consider thinking, especially if you are a high risk taker. Now, the other option you need to know is that it has no upfront fee, but it has a management fee of 2.53% of the people that are going to be managing that. That would be our NCBA bank, investment bank. Now, the initial investment is 5,000 shillings, and subsequently, if you would like to top up, it is in batches of 5,000 shillings. Finally, I'll talk about the dollar fixed fund, and this one is just a replica of the Kenya shilling above there, only that now we are talking about the USD as a currency. So it shares the same features that I talked about there. So the preferred investment tenure is between 1 to 3 years, and also it's a low risk maximum safety of the principal investment. And also you can also know that the minimum that you can invest here is $100 at any given moment. There are no upfront fees, and management fees is only 1%. I am rushing through this because I know you'll talk to us later on. You'll talk to our relationship manager, and you talk to us so that we can always give you more details on the same if you want to. Finally, we all know that there are risks that are involved. We have not left that one out. And we have come up with insurance solutions that we can actually take advantage of when you're abroad through NCBA, and you'll be able to cover your loved ones back at home for medical insurance. And this one, we call it NCBA Drive. It is one of the best insurances covers that you can get. Talk to us, talk to your RM, talk to the team, and they'll tell you what is happening there. You can also get something we call the last expense cover. This is just to cover the unfortunate demise of a loved one, and you need to repatriate them back home. It is something that if you would want to consider, you can actually do it. You can actually talk to your RM and actually talk to, or also talk to anybody under NCBA. But basically, the relationship manager that you have, they will be able to guide you in this. Otherwise, that has been my time, and I would like to welcome Brenda for the next session. Thank you so much, and welcome again to NCBA Bank.
Thank you, Nelson. As he said, my name is Brenda Karanja, and I am a Diaspora Banking Relationship Manager. Today, I'll be taking you through the third and indeed the most popular one of our NCBA Diaspora Banking pillars, and that is Diaspora Borrow. With NCBA Diaspora Banking, you do get access to carefully crafted, competitive financial solutions that empower you to reach your investment goals. Let's talk about these solutions. We can start with asset finance. Asset finance, as the name, it is what it sounds like. It's the bank financing you to purchase new or used movable assets. This could be vehicles, trucks, tractors, in case you have a farm somewhere. All of those things, if you are interested in, we would be able to facilitate that. We also offer secured loans, and this is where you're able to use your existing assets as collateral in order to bridge short-term financing needs. You'd be able to borrow against cash. If you have cash savings, you can borrow against government securities, the treasury bills, the treasury bonds that Nelson has just been discussing. Another thing is you can then come and borrow against them. You can also borrow against stocks held in the Nairobi Stock Exchange, as well as personal savings, just to give you a little bit more stretch in your pocket. We also have multiple property finance solutions, and this is where we assist you to invest in real estate, be it for your own occupation or for investment purposes. We have a straight purchase or a mortgage, which is simply the financing of a developed property, again, either for your own occupation or for investment purposes. We can offer you an equity release. Now, what is an equity release? An equity release is when you unlock the value of your existing property by putting that property up as collateral, and then you access lump sum funds, which you can then use to invest in something else, be it another property, a different type of asset. You can even take up an equity release to purchase a government bond, for example. All these are options that are available to you. And then we have our construction loan options, which is where we are able to support you in the development of either a single residential unit, a home for yourself, or a multiple residential unit, aka block of flats. We would also be able to assist you to put up either one of these things as an investment opportunity. We also have the buy and build and the easy build solutions, also within our construction loan family, if I can put it that way. And these two are options that allow us to facilitate you to purchase the property, the vacant land, the plot, as well as put up the construction. And with buy and build and easy build, we offer you not just financing, but also monitoring and management of the project. I don't want to talk about this bit too much because we have our in-house, our resident expert, Alex Kamau, on the panel, and he will delve deeper into the construction, buy and build, and easy build options. And finally, we have the plot purchase, which again is the financing of a plot, a piece of vacant land with a minimum of 40 by 100 in terms of the size, commonly known as an A. I know this has been really brief, but I just wanted to mention the kind of things that we would be able to facilitate. Please do reach out to us. We would be happy to go into much more details, as well as to craft something that works specifically for you. I'll now hand this back to Rona as we continue. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brenda. As you've heard, we have a number of products and solutions that are available to our customers living and or working abroad. Our contacts are on the chat. Please feel free to reach out to us should you have any questions to NCBA or to Optiven. Mr. Washir will come up shortly. Please allow us to just play the recording that we have from one of our customers once again, and then shortly after that, I will read out Mr. Washiri's profile. I'll tell you who he is, and then right away he'll tell us why he's here, what he's going to tell us, what he's going to talk to us about. Thank you.
My name is Carol Kioi. I am a nurse. I practice here in the UK for the last now 4 years. I live in an area called Swindon. What I miss most about Kenya is the weather. I miss our food, type of food, ugali, nyama choma, githeri, and all that. I also miss my friends, my families, and my church. NCBA Diaspora Banking has been a friend, not just a bank. It has helped and modeled me to attain my goal. Because one of my goals was to try and attain and be able to get an asset when I'm back here, back at home. And my first one on top of my head was a house. So they helped me to go through my mortgage checks when I was still away here. And it was during the difficult time of COVID, but they were able to liaise with my seller company. Every other detail that I required, they were able to do that on my behalf with a lot of consultation with me. And with all the patience, we ended up having a lot of trust, and it was seamless. I'm happy they helped me to attain one of my goals. My wow moment working with NCBA is when I received all my documents for my house mortgage. I started in March and it wasn't very bad when we started with the documents. In 2 weeks' time, COVID came. In UK, it was serious business. Here we were locked down. So I was locked out for like 2-3 months. I couldn't go anywhere because I can't meet with the lawyer. And I just like the patience that even my seller lawyers and the banking lawyers and banking, diaspora banking staff, they were able to wait for me patiently. To me, when I received my documents for that house mortgage, it was a wow moment to see patience and trust, how it worked out well, and finally I was able to get documents, and now I'm on with my house mortgage. What stands to me the most with NCBA is the person-to-person relationship, that I don't feel the being away from home when I deal with my bank. My relationship manager and her team are my best support. Imagine we've never even felt the difference of the time. It's a continuous story, which makes us trust each other more, and we are able even to invest better. So NCBA is the best. I would encourage and really recommend any Kenyan living in their diaspora to bank with NCBA. They are trustworthy, they are organized, they are like, they have your story, working with you. I remember sometimes I could forget my different timing zone here in UK, and I would call my relationship manager maybe at 8 p.m. because I would look at the clock and it is like 6 p.m. or 5 p.m. and I'm like, oh, this is good. She's still not asleep. At times it's 9 p.m. and all she needs to say, oh, Carol, do this. This is what you need to do. Go to your account, check on this, and you'll be able. If not, tomorrow I'll be at work. You know, like, it's a story of friendship and trust. So to me, it makes it easy, and I would recommend NCBA Diaspora Banking to anyone who wants to invest back at home. It's easy and seamless. The 3 words that comes to my mind when I think about NCBA is trust, diligence, and professionalism.
There you have it. We offer trust. We offer diligence. We are good with your money. We handle your money correctly. We're able to guide you and advise you on the investments that you should do. So this is just some of the things that we can do for you at NCBA. Please remember to put in your questions and your comments in our chats. We also like to let you know that we're conducting a survey. Just want to know how you'd want NCBA to serve you better. Tell us the kind of products that you expect to see, what you'd like to hear from us, and we'll be happy to implement some of the suggestions that you give us. Right now, please allow me to speak about Mr. George Washiri. Mr. George Washiri is the founder and CEO of Optiven Group. His journey began, a humble journey began with a vision to transform lives through the real estate. He has established a reputation of delivering high quality, value-added and affordable properties. Mr. Washiri has also established the Mr. George Washiri School of Mentorship, out of which his desire is to nurture leaders and impact knowledge. He believes in the power of giving back to society, and his focus being give and get. Give to get, sorry about that. Through Optiven Foundation, he actively gets involved in various community development projects in matters of education, health, and poverty alleviation. So Mr. Washiri does not just sell land, he does quite a number of things, which again, he will be able to mention. So please allow me to let Mr. Washiri take over and tell us why you're here today and speak to us. Karibu sana, sir.
Wow, thank you, Rona Kabwe. That is very humbling. Let me say good evening, good morning to all our diaspora friends, our brothers and sisters, and thank you, entire NCBA team. We really value you. Karanja, Brenda, Alex Kamau, Sally Gasha, Nyagudi, and the entire team. Asanteni sana. And of course, I am a customer of NCBA. I remember one time we get a good loan to buy a property in Kagudo Road, and it was fantastic. It was great. And for the entire Optiven army, it is a movement. I can see our general manager, Joe Alando, is in the house. I can see George Muteti in the house. And I'll take a few minutes just to tell you what we are doing in Kenya, what we are doing in diaspora, and our partnership with NCBA. I know that NCBA has financed quite a number of customers in our project in Kiambu, our project in Garden of Joy, and other projects that NCBA is financing. And I can tell you, it is no stress. So we are able to work with NCBA, with our diaspora customers. And if you are there, I can see Ben Gige, you are in the house and you have bought over 10 properties with us. So you now need to develop. Now NCBA is the partner right here, and you are able to work together to develop these properties and start earning income. So Muteti, you can share the PowerPoint. And once again, karibuni sana. We value you, we love you. You are the best of the best, and we are happy to offer you very interesting products right here in Optiven. And of course, Optiven means optimizing ventures. We believe that whatever we touch must prosper. The people that associate with us, they must also prosper. And Optiven is about changing and transforming people, and we've been doing this for the last 23 years. And of course, there are few things that Optiven is known for the last 23 years. We are known for good, excellent customer service, and people who visit our offices in Absa Plaza, Global Office, Nanyuki, and Nakuru, that we treat you very well. Other than giving you hot coffee, we are able to really host you. So by the grace of God, we have also earned quite a number of awards, and we thank God. And these awards, we dedicate them to our customers, to our staff, because you are the people who made Optiven the way it is today. And we thank God for you, and we really, really appreciate. And of course, we have different levels of our products. We buy land and we add the value to it. And I'm sure that we have 2 minutes video that you can have a look, just to select what level that you want. Do you want a bare plots? Do you want a plots with value? Do you want a plots with more value addition? Do you want a very prime plot like what NCBA financed in Kiambu? This property is called Amani Ridge, the place of peace. And there are many diasporians who are building there. And I'm happy to say that we have a product for NCBA right there, where people are now building beautiful, beautiful homes at Amani Ridge. And of course, we have other properties that we are negotiating with NCBA to keep financing. We have different properties that Muteti will show us on the video, so that you're able to select what exactly do you want. And of course, we'll see the video right there. As we wait for the video to load, we also do a lot of foundational work. I think my sister mentioned about it. So let's hear this 2 minutes video quickly.
Hi there, my name is George Washiri, and I'm so happy that at Optiven, we are introducing different levels of our properties to ensure that every single Kenyan can be able to afford our properties, can be able to buy property based on the purpose. And at Optiven, we have 5 levels of properties. Level 1, we call it platinum, and platinum is our highest. We buy land, we do stone perimeter wall, we do CCTV, we do cable roads, we plant trees along these roads, and we do a very beautiful gate. And we also ensure that we have clubhouses in some of these platinum projects. What's more, we put 24/7 security. You come to platinum level projects at Optiven, it has everything, including house designs, and we pipe water on every single plot. The only money you pay is 15,000 for the meter. This is the epic, this is the uppermost level, the platinum level. Level 2, we have a gold level. Gold level, we buy land, we do concrete posts and mesh, we do a beautiful gate, we plant trees along the roads, we compact the roads, we put security 24/7. We also do solar street lighting. We have level 3, we are calling it silver. Silver level, we don't do solar street lighting. We fence it on mesh, we do the maram roads, we plant trees, we put a gate, we put security, and we reticulate water on every single plot, and the property is ready to build. The price ranges is below 2 million. And then we have what we call the bronze level. This one, we just buy this particular land, we grade it, we do a marking fence, and we sell it. The prices are below $1 million. And finally, we have sapphire level, whereby it's bare land. We sell these to people who want to do land banking. The prices are below 300. Now you know that you can get a property of your choice, depending on your pocket or the purpose. Optiven offers you a solution for your real estate. God bless you. Check us on 0790 300 300. God bless you, George Washiri. Hi there.
Wow, thank you, Muteti. Now you know our levels, and allow me to share with you 2 or 3 very briefly, because time is not on our side. And one of them is the project we are doing in Nanyuki, and this one you can get financing from NCBA. You can buy 1 acre, you can buy 10 acres, you can buy 20 acres, and already the project we have done an amazing value addition. We have done the tallest water tower, the whole of Nanyuki, and this project is only 12 minutes from Nanyuki City, and we are directly opposite Mount Kenya Wildlife Estate. Tumefanya the entire infrastructure. The roads are done, the water piping is done. We have fenced this property with 14 straps electric power. That means I've seen people buying. There's a gentleman from Dallas, Texas, who is doing the biggest hospital in that project. The entire project is about 1,000 acres. There's another customer from California who is also doing 52 holiday homes right in that particular project. And this property you can buy bigger, you can buy 20 acres, and you can do whatever you want to do with the great oasis Nanyuki. It's an amazing project. You can be able to call us or say interested right there. My team is here, and we can be able to take your rep right there in great oasis Nanyuki by Optiven. It's an amazing project. The next project, I'm moving very fast. I'm talking as Steve, the way I used to talk when I was a lecturer at this university. The other one is Ushidi Gardens in the city of Nakuru. Nakuru is a 4th city in this Republic of Kenya. Let's listen to this video. It's about 1.5 minutes.
Hey, hi, wonderful people. This is George Washiri. I am so happy bringing to you Ushidi Gardens, Nakuru. And this property is very unique. We are only 18 minutes during the traffic-free days from our office in CBD, the Golden Life Mall. All the way to our property is only 18 minutes. When there is traffic, of course, you know, Kenyans have bought many cars. It is 25 minutes. This property from the highway, Nakuru Eldoret Highway, is 1.2 kilometers. The place is called Ex-Margaret. Watu wamejenga, yani wamejenga. And by the grace of God, we have a property there that we have not started doing value addition. And people who know Optiven, this is the time to buy because it's cheaper. We are selling at $850,000, all inclusive. Let me whisper to you. I don't want to shout. Let me whisper to you. The time the graders land on that project, we do the solar street lighting. We do the water reticulation. We do the big gate, huge gate, and then we fence it, all of it. The same property we are selling at $850,000 today, and mark my words, is going to be 2.5 million because the value addition that Optiven is putting in Ushidi Gardens, Nakuru, there's no other project in Nakuru with those value additions. We are calling it the gold level. And you know, gold level at Optiven means we put solar street lighting, we do the compacted maramu roads, we fence the land, we plant the trees, we pipe the water, and everything is intact. If you want to remember George Washiri, call this number 0790 300 300. Book your plot straight away. Na kuna sasa wale wanaogopa wanasema wewe George wewe haujatengeneza title. We shall give you director's guarantee that if you don't deliver title in 6 months, we refund you 100%. For 23 years, we have been known to keep our word. Don't be left out. Call this number 0790 300 300. Get a property in Nakuru. God bless. George Washiri, your investment advisor. Hey, hi, one.
Thank you, Muteti. Wow, thank you, Muteti. The next 2 minutes I finish, and of course, you can be able to get something right there. And the price now is no longer $850. It's now $899. The graders already there. We are doing the roads, and very soon, the next couple of months, we'll be able to do the fencing, and then you can be able to get a piece right there. And of course, finally, we are in Pwani, Tuko Mombasa, Ocean View Reach, by Optiven at Bipingo, and this one is very interesting. We have half acres, quarter acres, 1 acre, 1/8, and it's also a new project. Right now we are doing the roads, and this property is only 4.5 kilometers off the ocean. You can be able to view the ocean. Of course, there are some properties you cannot be able to view the ocean. That's why it's called the Ocean View Ridge. You only view the ridges. And 8 is 1.75, and NCBA can finance you either half an acre, 2 acres, 5 acres. So you do not need to worry. You only need to say interested. And I'm sure, I am so sure, my sister here, Rona, is able to give you money up to 90%. So you only need to say interested and get your property, have an acre at 7.8 million, quarter an acre 3.9, and there's going to be a gold level. So you do the roads, do the perimeter wall, do all the validation. It's the best place to retire. And then, of course, conclusion, like the one for the pastor, is a property in Muranga, called Success Gardens Phase 2. This is also level 4 or 4-star. And this is where the diaspora has bought. They have built homes, beautiful homes. And you can be able to see these beautiful homes on www.optiven.co.ke. You can see the gate right there. We have done a beautiful gate, water reticulation, and we can be able to offer you this through NCBA partnership. And you can get a loan actually for the property and also for the house. Can you imagine? So we have an MOU with the NCBA. So you don't need to struggle. You only need to say, hey, George, I want a property and I want to be financed by NCBA. I can tell you that will be the last email to me. The rest, I will follow you up. We shall follow you up. And of course, you'll be able to get financing. And once you build a home, we put a tenant for you. You are able to earn money right in the US of A, right in the UK. I can see a few people from Dubai. I can see my friend from Saudi Arabia. So you can be able to get your own properties through this partnership between Optiven and NCBA. To my friend Steve, tunaenda America na wewe. So we are coming to the US, and wait for us. We are coming with the goodies. Finally, because I'm known for mentorship, for motivating people, let me share with you 3 C's of success. I cannot leave this platform without motivating you, encouraging you. 3 C's of success. C number 1 is commitment. Keep it up. Keep that dedication, the hard work, smart working, as people saying, commitment. Once you are committed, I can tell you, it doesn't matter where you are, you shall make it. Whether you're in the US, UK, wherever you are, you'll make it. C number 2 is connections. Wow. Right now, we are doing connections with the NCBA. Can you imagine? NCBA, we are doing connections with them, and you only need to connect with the Optiven and NCBA. Na utakuwa na kwako. When you come to Kenya, no sleeping in your auntie's house. I can assure you this partnership, this connection will ensure that you have your own home, you have your own apartments, and where else can you go? C number 3 is what they call consistency. Keep doing it, keep saving. Iyo pesa, weka kwa NCBA. Those infrastructure bond go through NCBA. Your real estate needs consistency. Bwana Ben Gigi, he has been buying property every year. And I'm so sure with this connection, you can buy more. Why not? Bonus point, college. You need college. I know in the past you have failed like me. I have failed over 15 times. I know you have failed. Failure is not final. Failure is a lesson. You can be able to do it again. It is possible. It is doable. May God bless you, all those who are listening. Next time you come to Kenya, visit us at Global Office in Karen or Kenya office in Loiter Street. We really value you. We love you. NCBA, may you keep expanding. We value you. God bless you. Optiven team, asanteni sana. God bless. Jojo Ashuri.
Wow. Thank you, Mr. Ashuri. That is amazing. Now, if you've never owned property in Kenya, now is the time. Mr. Ashuri has a product. Me, I'm happy to finance you. So please get in touch with us. We'll be able to facilitate that for you and make it happen for you because we are here to support you. Once again, please please feel free to put your questions on the chat. Please reach out to us on our phone numbers. Our keyboard warrior today is Sally Ngasha, part of the diaspora team at NCBA. She's posting our phone numbers as well as our email addresses. Please feel free to put in your questions or write us an email or reach us on WhatsApp, and we'll be able to respond to you. Also, please remember, we are carrying out a survey. We want to know, what products would you like NCBA to offer you? What services would you feel that we need to improve? And feedback is food for champions. We look forward to getting your feedback so then we can make your experience at NCBA much better. Now, we have spoken about what NCBA can offer, what kind of products that we have or solutions that we have. We've also allowed Mr. Oshiori to tell us his product. So how do we connect these two? Mr. Oshiori has land that you can purchase from him. As for us as NCBA, we can finance purchase of our property in terms of a plot loan, and or we can finance construction on that property that you purchase from Optiven. So today we have one gentleman. His name is Alex Kamau. Alex Kamau is a project manager at NCBA. He's a quantity surveyor by profession and oversees construction projects at NCBA that NCBA finances. He and his team are the eyes and the ears of everything ongoing construction in terms of whatever NCBA has financed. Him and his team's mandate is to ensure that all projects are built to standard and are completed within the stipulated time. So today he's going to talk to us about EasyBuild, which is a construction loan facility that we offer, specifically designed for our diaspora customers. It helps to alleviate anxiety. It eases the pressure of trying to do a construction facility or construction loan while you're away. So Alex, over to you. Please take us through. Thank you.
Hi, Rona. Hi, everybody. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening from wherever you're joining us from. I'm so happy, I'm so excited to be part of this discussion. I know I'm taking over from a very high energy presentation by George Oshiori. And thank you so much, George, for setting the pace for the rest of the discussion. What I'm presenting today is, or rather what we're discussing today is a revolutionary product called NCBA EasyBuild. NCBA EasyBuild, just as it sounds, is a product that enables us or enables our customers to be able to undertake construction projects with ease. And this product, as Rona had earlier mentioned, is specifically tailored for the diaspora customer and our diaspora clientele. And it is for this reason. Most of us, when we think about constructing in Kenya, of course, after you've bought Oshiori's land, or you already own your piece of land, the idea of construction or constructing on it is not a very pleasant or comfortable idea to play around with. And it is for the reason that most of us, or maybe our friends, have had very wholesome experiences trying to build in Kenya. From some who build halfway to some who never build at all, working with photos of the neighbor's property. And we've also had all these stories, even with our own customers who, for the second project, they come in and they want us to assist. So it is for this reason that it was envisioned that a product that will enable customers be able to come into the bank with their piece of land or even purchase a piece of land, and then they get support and they get a big brother kind of walk through this process. So I'll just briefly go through what this EasyBuild would look like. Yeah. So NCBA EasyBuild would entail you coming in with your idea of what you want to build. It could be a single residential, it could be a multiple residential. As a matter of fact, you could even have ideas of or a design that you had already done, but maybe you didn't feel comfortable implementing it with the team that you already have for one reason or another, or maybe the time has elapsed and you now want to take a facility. So what we do is now we pick this discussion from the level that you get us from. So if you already have the designs, then we will adapt your designs. If you don't have designs, we'll be able to, walk you through. We have a consortium, we have a team of building professionals who have partnered with NCBA. So their role is simply to put together your ideas into a plan or into anybody who's built before will know that construction here and anywhere else requires a lot of documents, from the architectural drawings, structural drawings, bills of quantities, and ultimately you need somebody to actually build for you who's a contractor. So Our consortium here will ensure that we have now put together all this documentation, and we even present to you a contractor. And this is somebody who we've vetted. It is a panel, it is not one person. So depending on your location, then we will basically give you the best fit for your project, from maybe from the scope or from the location, whatever may apply, and at the most cost-efficient approach. Once we put together this documentation, we will proceed on to process the loan. So at this point, you have your 2.5 million shillings piece of land in Nakuru, and you have your 10 million, mansionette or bungalow, as the case may be. So we know that we are dealing with a 12.5 million shillings loan. We will apply our LTVs, which in this case is 80%. What's interesting is about EasyBuild is part of the loan will also finance the consultancy. Consultancy costs range from anything 7 to 10% of the project cost. This is now the design and supervision of the entire project. So this will be part of the facility. And as we process the loan, we'll have in mind that this loan is supposed to buy the piece of land and support construction, and also pay the professionals that are involved. So after we process the loan and the land is in NCBA and your name, and Washuri has been paid off, we go to the construction stage. Now, the construction stage is now where we deal with the contractor. Of course, this entire process is done with full liaison and consent from yourself. So at the point of the design, if you're not happy with it, our team will be happy to give the changes that may be applicable, so that by the time we get to construction, the idea is that we should not again be changing things. Anybody who's built knows that changing anything in a building at construction stage is the most expensive change that you have in a project. So assuming all goes well, then we go to the construction stage, and we're able to take you through, or at least the team is able to take you through from groundbreaking to handover. And at the end of the process, then here we have your completed house, which could be, as we had mentioned, a flat, a residential flat, or a single user project. And at least at that point, we're able to confirm to you that we have added value, or at least converted your idle resources into a property that can then earn rental income, or even for sale, as you may please. So, but for us, the important thing is to bridge the gap between the fear that comes in with development, and we want to merge it with the opportunity of actually developing. So because we know there's a gap, we stand in that gap and be able to ensure that the process is done seamlessly. I think I'll be happy to take questions on the process. Thank you very much, Rona. Back to you.
Thank you, Alex. Now you have it. We buy land from Mr. Washuri at Optiven, and then you come to NCBA, and we'll construct for you. We'll finance you to construct for you. That's what I mean. So we can construct a residential home for yourself. It can be, in Nairobi, it could be Mombasa. We'll be able to finance that for you and can help you to construct that for you. We can also help construct or finance to construct a block of apartments, what we are calling a commercial building. We can be able to finance that for you as well, so that then you also have some rental income coming from those properties. Please allow me to acknowledge Councillor Elizabeth from the UK. Karibu sana. She says, Mr. Washuri, she's saying that she's waiting for you in the UK. Councillor Elizabeth, I'd also like to let you know NCBA will be in the UK in October. Please look out for us. We look forward to seeing you again. Thank you for hosting us last year in December. We had a fantastic time with you. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. We also acknowledge Moshemi joining us from Edmonton in Canada. Asante Sana, he's one of our customers. We appreciate you. I also acknowledge Caroline Young from New Jersey, but currently in Kenya. Karibu sana. We acknowledge you and we thank you for taking the time to meet with us this evening in Kenya. Let me just go see. We have some questions that you can take in at this point. Just a moment. There's a lot happening on the chat, so just give me a moment.
That's okay.
So there's somebody asking, how does equity release work? It's okay. That's how does equity release work? And I'll request Brenda to please answer that question.
Hello, good evening, and thank you for that question. So we described an equity release as the process of unlocking the value from a property that you already own. How that works is, one, you already own a property. Perhaps you bought a plot in Vipingo, half an acre for, I think it was 3.4 million, if I heard correctly. You paid cash, you received the title deed. However, now you have another opportunity that has come up. Maybe you want to develop that plot. Maybe you have gotten an opportunity now to buy in Nakuru and you'd also like to purchase cash. But you know, the way the economy has been going, things are a bit slow. So what do? You come to the bank and you tell us, NCBA, here I have my title deed from Vipingo. May I kindly access X amount from that title deed? The bank then gives you cash and you're able to put that cash into the Nakuru property. That is more or less how an equity release works. It can work with undeveloped land, which is a plot, also known as a secured loan. It can work with an apartment, assuming this is an apartment that you own somewhere in Nairobi. In fact, it could be an apartment with rental income. So you take an equity release against that property and use the rental income for the loan repayments, meaning you don't go into your pocket. That's also something we can consider. But more or less, that is how an equity release works. You own a property already, title deed happens to be in your name, you unlock the value, you pull cash out of it in order to make a payment for another investment. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brenda. So there you have it. So if you already have land that you've purchased from Optiven and you're wondering what to do with it, we'd just like to confirm that. You can use that land as security and we'll be able to extend to you a loan facility called an equity release. We give you money and you'll be able to either purchase more land or you can actually use that money to do something else. You can use that money to invest in treasury bills or treasury bonds, or you can actually use that money to do a different kind of investment or different type of development that you're looking to do. I see there's a gentleman here, I think Multi-Max, saying that he'd like to open an account. Sally will reach out to you shortly, privately, and she'll tell you what is required. Also, if you're interested in opening an account, please reach out to us and we'll be able to give you or guide you on what you'd be able to, what would be required for you to open an account. I see here is Perez from New Jersey. Karibu sana, you have a question. How long do you have to have an account with NCBA to be approved for a loan? To actually take a loan facility, if you're in the diaspora, you can actually open the account and apply for the loan at the same time. We don't have the requirement where you're required to have an account for say 3 months, 6 months and have it operating for some time, then we can consider you for a loan facility. At NCBA, we're able to actually do the two of them concurrently, open your account and process your loan facility at the same time. So please reach out to us if you're interested in opening an account and or taking a loan facility, we'll be able to support you. I see the second question here. One moment, please. What is the interest rate that what is the interest rate on that equity release? Brenda, you want to answer that?
Hello, and thank you again for that question. So the pricing on our property finance solutions are all the same, and there are a number of costs involved. Allow me kindly to just go through them. First, we have what we call a facility fee or an arrangement fee. That happens to be the only bank charge on any of our property financing solutions. That is 1% if it is in local currency and 1.5% if it is in foreign currency. The interest rate is a variable interest rate. Currently, it is at, we call it NCBA base rate plus a margin of 4. The base rate is subject to change depending on the movements of the central bank rate. I say that very specifically because right now, the rate when we consider the NCBA base rate plus the margin is at 17.1%. This has changed in the course of the year, and it has changed because the central bank rate has been going up. And so we have been increasing our rate along with it. And then there would be other third-party charges that would come with an equity release. Those would be valuer fees, valuation fees, because we would need to ascertain the true market value of that property. There would be legal fees involved because having a property charged to the bank, giving it a security requires some legal work. and we do involve professionals in carrying out that process. More or less, that is it. There's also insurance at the end of the day, which is for your protection, but the insurance is more like an annual fee. But yes, those are the costs that would be involved. The facility fee, valuation, and lawyers, those are professional fees. And of course, the interest rate, which is a base rate plus a margin. The base rate changes, and the base rate plus margin right now is 17.1%. Thank you.
Also, Brenda, I think forgot to mention that we do offer loan facilities in foreign currency. So if you're looking to take a loan facility in US dollars, we're able to extend that to you. If you'd like to take a loan facility in British pounds, GBP, we're also able to extend that to you, as well as euros. The disclaimer here is that your income is required to be in that specific currency. So if you're earning in US dollars, yes, you can take a loan facility in US dollars, as well as British pounds, as well as euros. Thank you so much, Brenda. The next question is from Boniface Karanja from the UK. He's our good friend. Karibu sana, Boniface. He's asking, do we take over loans from other banks? I'll have Nelson answer that question. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rona, and thank you so much, our customer from the UK, for the question. Yes, we do take over loans from other banks. All we need to do is to ascertain that you still are able to finance your repayments per month. And once we ascertain that, then we will organize how we can be able to transfer that loan or take over that loan from any other bank to NCBA Bank. So be assured that you can be able to do that, and probably it will be to your advantage. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Nelson. I see Maria asking, do you construct with 0% deposit? Maria, we finance 80% for construction. We finance 80%, and you'd be required to put down 20% and take care of the closing costs. I hope that answers your questions. If it's not clear, please let us know, and we'll be able to give you further information. Seeing if there's any more questions. One moment. Thank you, Boniface. We look forward to hearing from you. I don't see any other questions at the moment. Just a moment. I see. Do you offer fixed interest rates for construction loans? Brenda, please answer that one.
Thank you for that question about the interest rates. As it is, our interest rate for all our property finance solutions are a variable interest rate, and the interest rate is based on the NCBA base rate plus a margin, which at the minute sits at 17.1%. And this is because of the upward movement of the central bank rate. We adjust our rate accordingly. So be it a straight purchase, a plot purchase, an equity release, a construction loan, for right now, our rate remains the same. Our pricing is the same for all those facilities. There are differences in terms of the loan tenors, that is the loan period for a plot, an equity release, a construction. We do have differences in those, but in terms of the rate is the same. Thank you.
Thank you, Brenda. And as I've mentioned, Optiven is here, and they have quite a number of projects that they have ongoing. Please feel free to reach out to us or to reach out to them for more information. They sell land, we finance the construction of that on that land, or we finance purchase of that land. So please feel free to reach out to us, and we'll be able to make that happen for you. We have a question from Mr. John Mothama. What is your turnaround time on purchase of land? I'll have Nelson answer that question, please.
Thank you, John, for that particular question. So our TOT on purchase of land is 90 days, dependent on the registry in which we are purchasing the land from. So one of the things that we usually we are very keen about is where the land is situated, because sometimes it can take longer or a shorter period, dependent on which registry we are dealing with. So, but give or take, 90 days is a good time. Thank you.
Thank you, Nelson, for that. Mr. Muthama, for more information, please feel free to reach out to us. Our numbers are on the chat, also as well as the email address which you can reach us out on. For more information, please feel free to reach out and we'll be able to guide you more. There's a question here from Nancy Hefnan. I hope I got your name right. She says, I have an account with NCBA. Do I need to open a diaspora account to access the facilities as a diaspora client? What is the difference between a normal account and diaspora account? Brenda, take that one up, as well as a question from Lisa. What do you mean by closing costs? Brenda, please take those two.
Great. Thank you so much. I'll start with, do you have to have a diaspora account in order to access the diaspora services? You do not. If you already are banking with us, please do reach out to us and give us your details. We will give you a call and we will be able to migrate your account as it is with its history to diaspora banking. So you'll get a diaspora relationship manager where we'll better be able to look at your accounts and serve you. And so if you're looking to purchase property using your already existing NCBA account, we can convert that into a diaspora account. It doesn't have to, be closed and you open another one. And the next question. The closing costs. So sorry about that. So the next question is, what do we mean by closing costs? So my name is Brenda and I want to purchase a plot. Other than the cost of that plot, which if we use the Vipingo example, which I think I'm finding very exciting, is 3.4 million. So if Brenda gives Optiven 3.4 million, that is not the only thing that is required for that plot to then be in my name. The closing costs include, one, the transaction fees, the facility fees for the bank, that is on the side where we are financing. There would be a valuation fee because we need to know the true market value of this property. There would be a legal fee because we need a legal professional to go through this process, look at the sale agreement, do the searches, and so on and so forth. And finally, there's a closing cost that we have yet to mention. It is called stamp duty. Stamp duty is a tax that is paid to the government of Kenya on the transfer of property from one owner to the other. So what we are calling closing costs are the associated costs outside of the value or the selling price of the property that must be met in order for that property ownership to be transferred from Optiven to Brenda. I hope that is clear. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brenda, for clarifying what closing costs are, as well as what having an NCBA Diaspora banking account entails. And just for perspective, the Diaspora banking account that we offer, we don't charge a monthly ledger fee on that account. We actually encourage you to send money into that account, and the more money you send, the better for you, because that account also earns you a bit of interest on it. The account is accessible via internet banking or mobile banking, so you can be able to transact from wherever you are, wherever you're based, in the US, in the UK, in Saudi Arabia, wherever you are, you can be able to transact. So if you're looking to pay Mr. Ashuri for the land that you're buying from him and their money is sitting in an NCBA account, log into your internet banking, do the transfer yourself from your account to his account with NCBA, and he'll be able to get the money immediately. So you'll be able to make your down payments for any property that you're purchasing, as well as just save your money with us. So just perspective for the type of accounts that we offer. That is it. The relationship management team is here as well. Their work and their role is to ensure that they support your transactional needs from wherever you are. So your RM is available to give you advice on investment. So they give you investment advisory services. They help and guide you on where to invest depending on where you are financially. So those are the kind of things that we look at even before we start discussing your investment journey with property or your investment journey with government securities such as treasury bonds and treasury bills. We first understand where you are financially, not just in Kenya, but even in the US or wherever it is that you're based. We need to understand your financial standing so that then when we're giving you financial advice, it is sound advice that will help you to grow. Also, please allow me to mention that NCBA will be in the US in the coming month in September. We will be in Boston, we'll be in Minnesota, in Seattle, as well as in Texas. So please look out for more communication on the same in our social media pages. We are looking forward to interacting with you more. We're looking forward to having even more conversations around what we can do for you and how we can work together to make your investment journey back home a success. I think I would want us to come to an end of this webinar today. We've been supposed to be here for an hour. We've been here 20 minutes extra. So just want to say thank you so much for joining us tonight. In Kenya right now, it's 10:20 p.m. We are still in the office and we're here to serve you. So we're grateful for the opportunity to speak to you and the opportunity to just tell you who we are and what we're about. And once again, please allow me to just say thank you to Mr. Washiri and team. He's here with his keyboard warriors as well. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Moteti from the Optiven team as well. We appreciate you and we thank you for the opportunity and giving us even more insights about your properties and what we can do together between NCBA and Optiven and how our customers can benefit from it. So thank you once again. You can reach us on WhatsApp. You can reach us on email, on our email address, diasporabankingteam@ncbagroup.com. We really do look forward to meeting you in the US. Once again, we'll be in Boston, we'll be in Minnesota, we'll be in Seattle, we'll be in Dallas, we'll be in Houston as well. So asante sana. Acknowledgement to William. Sorry, I have a message here just a moment. Let me see what it says. What does it say? Please allow me to acknowledge William. He's a PA to Mr. George Washiri. He's been our contact as well, helping us to put this together. So I acknowledge you and we thank you so much. So we look forward to hearing from you. We look forward to meeting you in the US. UK, please look out for us in October. We'll be in there. We will be in the UK in mid-October. We'll be in Scotland as well in mid-October. So please look out for more communication on the same. We look forward to meeting you, our diaspora customers. Asante sana for taking the time to be with us. God bless you. Have a good day. Have a good night. Have a fantastic day. Asante sana.
Thank you.